All right, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I am just going to show how I put 2 braids into my hair. I would not consider this a tutorial as I am not the person to teach anyone how to braid. I'm just going to show what it looks like when I put 2 braids into my head. Now, the funny thing is when it comes to braiding for me, I can only do 2 braids on myself. Braids anywhere else, anything beyond 2 braids, it is not a good look. It looks terrible, and I just don't know why that is, but that is the only thing that I can do. 2 braids on myself. And I do wear 2 braids quite often when my hair is blow dried or straightened. I like to wear my hair in braids, whether it gets oily or just as a style in general. Okay, so at the moment my hair is blow dried. I just did some henna on it. I just washed it and I am getting ready to straighten it. So I just thought I'll do this quick video as someone requested it on a previous video for me to do. So that is what I'm doing now. When I am braiding my hair, like when I am just wearing it in braids, sometimes I will add a little bit of oil, but right now I'm not going to do that as I'm getting ready to straighten my hair. But some things that are pretty important to me when it comes to braiding my hair is I like when my hair isn't in layers. When my hair is in layers, I have a lot of hairs that poke out throughout the braid, and I do not like that. So if my hair is layered, I may not wear the 2 braids as often as when it's a little bit more even. Another thing, if I'm braiding my hair when it's blow dried like this, I like for my roots to be a little bit on the straighter side and for it to be a pretty good blow dry. If it's not, the braids look like they're floating. They could be a little bit painful. So I need it to be a pretty decent blow dry for me to be able to braid my hair effectively. Now, there'll be some moments where you can kind of see towards my scalp, it is a little wavy. That isn't necessarily an issue for me. I just don't need it to be really thick. In some parts of my hair, the curl pattern is looser than other parts. Some parts it's a little bit tighter. For those tighter sections, I do need it somewhat straight, but for like the looser, wavier areas, it doesn't cause too much of an issue for me. And another thing is like when I like to braid my hair, I like to leave my ends out a little bit. So I would like to make sure even when my hair is blow dried that it's not too kinky on the ends, as I feel like it's more likely to snag and more likely to catch things. So I try to make sure that those ends are pretty straight as well. Similar to what I look for when I do a soft press. That's a previous video that I did. Speaking of a soft press, I kind of want my hair in that condition if it's going to be blow dried, or when it's straight, it's completely fine. I also do these 2 braids when my hair is wet, but my hair is so thick and it usually requires quite a bit of product for me to get a good handle on it. So it's not always my favorite, and I also feel like I receive a lot of breakage in certain areas, so I don't like to do it too often. But this is something that I can do on my hair, whether it's wet, blow dried, or straightened. My favorite way to do it is just when my hair is just a little bit more even, because as I mentioned, layers, a lot of hair sticks out, and I don't really like that when I'm wearing my hair braided. Another thing to mention is I don't use too many products when my hair is blow dried or straightened. It's strictly like oil. But if my hair is wet, I may use some shea butter. I may use a thicker conditioner, but I don't use any edge control, any wax, any gel. I don't feel like that's necessary for my hair. So that's not something that you would see me using no matter what state my hair is in. That is basically it for this video. I just braid my hair up and I wear it like this. I'll refresh my braids if they get a little bit rough, but for the most part it is a pretty easy style for me. In the past I used to actually kind of wrap my braids around, kind of like a crown in a sense, but my braids are too long that they overlap now in the front and I don't really like that, so I may put it in a bun, or I'll try and like pile them up in the back of my head and do bobby pins. But for the most part, wearing it down or wearing it like in a bun with the braids is typically how I would wear my hair. But this is a pretty quick and easy style for me. But that is basically it for this video. Hopefully that is enough to satisfy anybody's curiosity about how I braid my hair. But that is all that I have for this video. Thank you for watching.